Are you going to climb up the wall? Oh.
I could do.
No, this is a recipe for disaster. Oh no. I can hear creaking. Theo has got the tool for the job. We've not fired this up for a while. It's always fun. Yeah, it is covered in cobwebs. Are you looking forward to getting this stuff shredded?
Oh, that place, that whole area is going to look so different.
Theo has the fun task of wheeling the chipper down to the field, well, orchard, that you saw in the last video. We were removing all of the dead trees that just have been annihilated. So they've all come out, we've got them out, roots and all, and the small enough pieces can be chipped and the big enough pieces we will just be having to do other things with them. I'm letting the UTV warm up and Theo's basically running down the hill with the chipper because I'm going to be taking the UTV down to put all the chippings into. He's picking up some fairly decent speed there. There's no brakes on that thing, so it's all down to him. I need to pick up some gloves and a helmet with ear defenders because this chipper is loud and it makes your ears ring. So yeah, need to get that. Theo's unloading the back of the, just gonna call it the duster. The back of the UTV because I piled it full of bits that needed to come down to the garage and now they've made it back to their home.
That can go in the garage.
Yes, that can go in the garage.
Bit moist.
Bit moist, bit damp. What am I doing? Oh. Now, where's my helmet? That's the question. There it is. I had a mad dream. Oh, this is your helmet? You've been using mine? Because obviously mine's not manky. So picking up this helmet's reminded me I had a mad dream last night where I was making my bed and it was the morning and there was a big spider on it. And for some reason I had my helmet, my still helmet, by the bed and I scooped the spider up in the helmet and then on the floor in my room still, I don't know why I did it there, I like tapped the helmet to get the spider out and the spider came out but then a huge one came out that was like the size of this. And then my robot vacuum came out, which I don't actually have in real life, it was in the dream, and vacuumed the spiders up and killed them. And I was really sad because even though I'm scared of them, I'll never kill an animal that I'm scared of. It's not their fault. So that was a weird dream. And now I've got to put this helmet on and my brain's screaming at me that there's a huge spider in it. So that's brilliant. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We're nearly at the orchard where we're going to be doing the chipping, so it's not too far. And it's downhill, which is good. If it was uphill, it'd be a different story. I think Theo would be absolutely exhausted by the end of it. It is a surprisingly heavy machine as well. How heavy would you say it is? About 100 kilos or something?
Way more than that.
Yeah,
250.
I think it's about 250 kilos. I remember having to move it before out of the back of the truck bed was so tough. Final stretch. It doesn't have brakes like I already said, which is actually a bit sketchy. Because if you got into a situation where you couldn't stop, you'd just get dragged along with it like an unruly dog. It also doesn't have the right tyres really for going on this type of ground, so we're going to have to actually change our plans a bit. We were going to have it over there.
It's too soft and too bumpy.
Exactly, we were going to have it over there going into the back of the UTV, so we're going to move the UTV over to here and still chip into it, but from the roadside instead.
So definitely some modifications to make to the chipper. I need some bigger off-road tyres, and also need to find a way of welding a tow bar on, then I can pull it anywhere in the forest, because right now this ground is so soft. But what we're going to do is we're going to pile all of the stuff that needs to be chipping. Obviously this is all going to go in Bee's raised bed. Perfect, it's already rotting down. But all of this stuff we're going to pile into the back of the UTV, take it over to the chipper, and then get chipping.
You're leaving the big pieces and just putting the small ones in?
Yeah, this will go in your raised bed. And then we got 10 centimetre diameter. That will go. So a wood chipper is one of those tools where you have to spend the money and get a good quality one. I see a lot of people, they're buying really rubbishy chippers, and in the end they just don't want to chip, or the chipper is not doing what they thought it was going to do, or it's just taking so long to actually get anything done. I bought the best quality chipper I could afford, and let me tell you, it was expensive. I think it's about 3,000 euros, which is a lot of money, but we have a lot of property and a lot of areas that need chipping over burning. So it's a worthwhile investment. I just couldn't afford, with that brand and that quality, to get one with an actual tow bar. So I'm gonna mod it myself, scrap heap challenge. I'm sure I can find some stuff around and mod it and make some Mad Max machine to get up into the forest.
Oh, that's sloppy.
Whoa,
I don't want to. No, I feel like I'm on a farm.
Smell it?
No, don't.
Potent.
Smell like chicken food.
There's definitely a wild animal with a bad stomach around here.
Sure it wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
We've moved most of the small chipping branches that were too far away into the back of the UTV, and now we're going to dump it so then we can chip into the back of the UTV. The rest of the stuff that's around here, like these, they're close enough for us to be able to just drag it over. It's a shame that we couldn't do it where we wanted it to, but like Theo said, we just couldn't. But we face these challenges and we figure out a new method for what to do. I love the fact that this has a little tipper back. So handy. Woo! There we go. And now it's chipping time. Perfect.
To be fair, that wasn't too bad. Preparation is key with chipping, because once we turn that chipper on, it's very loud and very brutal. So we want this to go as quickly as possible. But as you can see, I've got the chipper faced into the back of the UTV. Then we can dump all the chippings ready for when we plant trees. That is going to be our mulch. Under engines, like, that's ridiculous.
Take me home, don't let go. There ain't no love, let's let go. Take me home, I'm holding on to you. There ain't no love like our love. There ain't no love like our love.
why do we use Squarespace? If you have a shop on your site, then with the flexible payment options, checkout has never been easier. You can accept credit cards, PayPal, and even offer buy now or pay later with Afterpay and Klarna. With Squarespace Blueprint AI, their guided design system takes the guesswork out of building your website. Using the prompts, you choose what you'd like and go from there. Terms like SEO can be off-putting, but simply put, they optimize your site and help it stand out in search results. With their integrated SEO tools, you can get discovered by more people faster. And with their fluid engine, customization is at your fingertips. Drag, drop, and create on the go with ease. You don't need to worry about understanding code or messing around with heavy technical features, as Squarespace is designed with the user in mind. So if you haven't already, then definitely click the link in our description or head to squarespace.com/indieprojects or use our code indieprojects for a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.
The most unenjoyable task on the farm is complete. We've done all the chip-ins. We actually smashed it a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go. And look at this. We got absolutely lovely wood chippings. This stuff is expensive. If I was to buy this now, how much do you reckon that is? I'd say that's close to 100 euros worth of chippings.
Yeah.
We brought it once before off-grid property when we didn't have any and we wanted to obviously start our garden, and for that much was about 100 euros, which it's a lot of money, but I had a massive brain fart. Look at this, my hat. Look at my hat. I can't put that on.
Oh man, that's gross.
All the shavings are in the front cab of the UTV because I just didn't think, like, look at this. 25 euros worth of chippings in the front of our cab. But what I think I'm gonna do, next time I'm gonna obviously put like a tarp or a wooden board. I don't know why I didn't think. I thought it would just go where I wanted it to. And it's quite a powerful chipper, so it just blew all into the front. But I'm going to fuel up the
leaf blower.
Thank you. Right now I'm a little bit brain dead. My ears are ringing a little bit, even though I had the helmet and the ear defenders on. That thing is loud.
Me too. I think we need like extra ear defenders, like
in-ear defenders.
Exactly. Oh, this leaf strimmer. What?
A leaf strimmer every time.
I'm just an absolute moron. This leaf blower is getting a lot of action these last few days, I must say. Because even though we put most of it here, there were bits that inevitably came across the whole pavement. You may as well just blow them back where they belong. And it'll be nice. I just noticed, how cute is this? This will be Furrnando. Little paw prints up here. And don't worry, we checked before we used it, there was no cats inside. Oh, there's a few branches still in there that didn't make it through. Oh, I'll just leave them, I can't bother. This is going to be satisfying. Are you going to do the cab? I was opting to just get his hands involved now. It's kind of impossible to get around the back. Unbelievable amounts of shippings stored behind the chair.
Look what I just found under about 4 inches of chippings tucked behind the seat.
That must be pre-fatty liver diagnosis because that is old.
That's emergency chocolate, and if I had to, I'd eat it.
Unbelievable amount of chippings. Theo asked me where I want the chippings, and I've got a few different... See, I've got a few different things. Like I need it for my garden, and the garden's up by the house. I'd like to use some of it down by the animals, and they're not by the house. I think probably up somewhere near the animals and near the garden. So maybe where the old woodshed was that burnt down, would that be a good space?
I think on the curve at the side of the road.
That's a good spot, because then I can, oh, wasn't even pointing at my own face. Then I can go with my wheelbarrow when I need to. Theo can scoop it easy with the tractor. I think that'll be a good spot. So, oh, I'm pooped, man. That was way more tiring than I thought it would be.
I don't know what to say.
Were you admiring the chippings?
Yes, they look great, very golden.
Hop out. I'm gonna hop out of the unity. That is the perfect spot. Do you reckon the tipper will be able to tip, or is it going to need a little bit of assistance?
A little bit.
A little bit of assistance.
I do feel like I've got this in every nook and cranny of my own body.
Same. Oh wow, there's something about that very pleasing. That is pleasing. That looks like some sort of geology thing.
That's literally art right there.
That is art.
I think we just have to
just leave
retire
it
the
forever.
UTV, leave it there.
That's amazing. That is satisfying. So satisfying. Okay, right. Look at his face! Is it a two-man job?
Yeah, because it's wet.
Dying. Nature's tripod.
Oh. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Satisfying.
Premium.
Premium peach wood chippings. It is in every nook and cranny. Oh my gosh, I just lifted my arm up and got a waft of my own armpit, and I must say,
Pungent.
smelling pretty pungent. And I put deodorant on. Clearly doesn't work.
See what I have to work with.
You have to work with a beautiful smelling lady. He's so lucky he has me. Did you even put deodorant on today, or is it just a constant Theo musk?
I'm a farmer. Look at that, gold.
The desire to dive into this is strong,
I
but I'm
ain't
not
stopping
gonna.
you.
I'm not gonna, because that will be in everything. So look how absolutely tiny the pile looks. That pile is miniature. Theo, can you just come and stand next to the pile to prove how tiny it looks now it's out of the UTV? I mean, look at that.
Quite a lot.
It looks tiny now. If only we had smell-o-vision. It does smell really good. Like, go on, get a good sniff. What do you think? Nice, isn't it? Right, let's go and get these logs. Whoa, this is bumpy. They're big old logs. Who made that pile there? That is a glorious pile. Oh, I wasn't saying that for a compliment. That's actually a really nice looking pile. You're doing a great job, Theo. Well done. Someone's got to film.
Is that too big for a raised bed, or that?
No, that's fine.
Some of them will need cutting, but
At the end of the day, it's just providing nutrients for the soil and the worms that live in it and the plants. The plants will thrive and be very happy indeed. This was a route that we couldn't get out with the tractor, so the digger's going to have to come in and pull that out completely. Most of them came through pretty well, to be fair. Okay, so this one is clearly housing a flying ant's nest. Ace, just be careful, Theo. You don't want these getting up your trousers. Flying ant's nest. Where are they? They're everywhere.
Do you want them or
No, I do not. Let's just leave that. Just leave it as is.
Yeah.
Just leave it right there.
Can go over up.
Oh, I feel sad for them. So using old logs that are rotting is a really cost-effective way of filling up a raised bed or a container bed, because they can be very deep. These ones that I'm filling up are about maybe 4 foot deep. They're deep, and if you're going to fill the whole thing with soil or compost, that's going to cost an absolute bomb. So you fill up most of it with compost that's like around, so leaves, branches, logs, all that type of stuff. I've been putting my food scraps in the container beds that aren't full yet for the last year. It's been great.
You've had
So
great progress with horticulture.
I have. I absolutely love it. I recommend it to everyone. It saves you so much money having to fill the raised beds and stuff. And you don't even have to use it in a raised bed. You can just do it on normal ground as well. There's just putting natural material like logs and stuff back into the ground is a really good way to nourish the soil and lock the CO2 in, because we all know that trees take in CO2 and give out oxygen, and if you burn them, it puts the CO2 back out into the atmosphere. If you bury them, that doesn't happen. What are you doing with those roots?
We're going to need to figure out what to do with them because they're too big and ugly to go in the raised beds. So
Ugly? I mean, you're not going to see them in the raised beds. What does their
I
look?
could pack them down on the back of the damn wall and just let them rot.
That's a good idea.
I don't know. I'll find a hole for them somewhere.
Look how high the lake is. Why are you ducking? What are you doing? My garden is needing some winter tending. I need to actually get some winter stuff on the go. I've still got tomatoes growing, and I think this spaghetti squash actually, she is done. She's not going to grow anymore.
All those pretty things that sparkle and shine, they are just a moment in time. make me feel nothing like I feel when I look in your eyes. And all I need is you. Don't need no mansion in the hills or blue suede shoes. All I need is right in front of me.
So as you can see, this is a deep old raised bed. I love these raised beds. If you want to know where I got them from, I'll put the link in the description, and and you can get a 10% discount. But I'm going to be planting cabbage, broccoli, things that don't have deep roots in there, because I've filled it quite high with the organic matter. Now, how it works is basically every single year this continues to drop down as the wood and cardboard and stuff that I've put in there already starts to decompose, not compose. And it'll just turn into the most beautiful soil. So that's for that bed. The other one, I'm not going to fill it as high with really big chunky pieces because I want to plant deeper things in there like carrots and parsnips and stuff. But this one is perfect for this year. I'll be doing cauliflower, broccoli, lots of different types of cabbage, probably some onions as well. I've got loads of onions to grow because I love onions. We eat so many onions. So Theo's going to rig up the tractor so we can move this dead tree that fell down in the last storm. It's bigger than it looks on camera. Actually, it looks pretty big on camera, to be fair.
I ain't lifting that.
No. Theo's got the dead tree where we want it, and I've just noticed there, that's a cork tree. It's a cork oak behind you.
That was dead easy.
Yeah. Good old tractor, any excuse to use it. We didn't necessarily have to move that today, but Theo just had to get the tractor out.
The thing is, if you keep putting off small jobs,
I know.
They become big jobs.
I've just noticed that you're standing below a pine nut tree, and I am on the hunt for fresh pine.
We got jobs to do.
So where Theo's dropped the tree is actually a really beautiful part of the forest. It's a Douglas fir plantation section, I'd say. It's around the back of the lake, and they're all Douglas firs, aka Christmas trees. And it feels really magical here. I really do love this part. Oh, I've just discovered loads of mushrooms. They're all suddenly just appearing out of the ground. So lovely. And these were all planted, all these Douglas firs, by the original owners. And this is a random patch of the forest that didn't get hit. So all these trees are in fantastic condition. And the irrigation lines are still completely intact. I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm not going to follow the road, and I'm going to walk basically straight through the forest. I love this part. It's the really old, ancient section of the forest, the natural native trees full of oak, chestnut, and there's lots of evidence of the pigs and the deer walking through. It does feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings. And Frodo's going to come galloping out of the forest. Look at this little... So we've got a root system and then loads of moss and a little natural pond If that isn't where fairies live, I don't know where it is. So I don't know if you remember, but in a couple of videos back, we wanted to move this huge boulder and we couldn't get through because of this willow tree. So we're trying a different tactic. Oh my gosh. Theo's putting a lot of trust in the tractor there, but we're gonna basically try and drag it up with the tractor. Oh! He nearly came down the hill ass first.
I wasn't sure if I'd have enough straps to get down here, but I have, which is good. So this is what we want to try and move out the way. Basically just need to move it further up, because right now when it really rains, this is like a crazy torrent of water. And like I said earlier, if you put off these little jobs, they just sit there. That might sit there for a couple of years and then it will cause damage to the side of the bank. I need to rebuild the side of this bank anyway, so I need this stone further up. So let's see what we can do. But that's higher than I thought. Yeah. You can see the erosion that's happening because this stone is no longer in place. So I need to get the stone out the way, and then I'm going to have to devise a plan to get this bank much more solid, because eventually this is going to be probably about a 5-foot dam wall. So every little last drop of water goes to that lake. Let's see. I just need you to like be careful.
Me? Why?
These straps.
Oh yeah, true.
Could snap. They're rated for more than like, I mean, these straps could lift a car off the ground, but let's see, it might ping off.
I will step back. Oh, look at this. Heart-shaped stone, keeping you. It moved a bit. It's moved. So, good news, it's moved. We've got it in a better position. Theo's going to come down now, retie it to a different position so we can pull it that way and pull it up onto the ledge. But it's good that it's moving, because the water should be able to flow much better now. So we've just retied that around there and Theo's moved to a better position. We've got less slack. So hopefully we can get it onto this ledge. Nearly there! Yeah, it's done! We did it! Yes! I don't know how we're going to get the rope out because it's completely underneath.
Yes! That's literally perfect.
Oh.
I'm going to let a little bit of slack off.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can't just sit it there.
Okay.
I'm going to use that for the dam wall.
So Theo's going to lessen the slack. We're going to try and just sit it here. Oh, I've got a stone in my welly. I don't know how we're going to get the rope off.
I'll show you.
Are you going to prop up a little stone underneath it or something?
Oh, she's smart. That's why I married her.
There's some really beautiful quartz down here, so we won't be using that. And I've already collected this one here as well. We all know I'm a bit of a stone hoarder. Look at you. This is a gorgeous colour. I really want to clean you up. Perfect. Hang on, that's right in the path of the rope. Oh, okay, he's just going to do it. Strong man.
Just straddling a stone.
You've just... There we go. There we go. Anyone would think he's done this before.
Right, chock that up a little bit more.
Whilst Theo's chocking that up, when I redid the rope around it when it was shorter, over there is a load of stingers. Now you got me right on the face. So that's great, my face is on fire and very itchy. Are you gonna climb up the wall? Oh.
I could do.
No, this is a recipe for disaster. Oh no. I can hear creaking. Oh, I'm so happy that we've moved you. Annoying.
Get out.
Get out of it. Actually, I think I might just check and see the sitch of the wildlife pond up here. Because we had a lot of heavy rain on the weekend. Looking luscious. Looking good. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just the flow. Not sure where Theo's off to, but he's just parked the tractor and gone off into the forest. Maybe he's checking the forest track that goes between this forest and the eucalyptus. What are you doing?
It looks like
Pine nut
it's
forest.
gonna rain. We are in the pine nut forest. Bee needs to chill out with these pine nut obsessions. But if that's what she's into, it's all good. But I'm gonna end the video there. We're both absolutely knackered. What an absolute shift today. We ticked off 3 really important things. We have opened up that whole orchard that is ready to do something else with, whether that's replanting, we will see. But we have the much bigger one to tackle down the line. We might need some help for that, we will see. But yeah, thank you for watching and we'll catch you on the next video.
Hello, what have you got in your eye? What's that? Oh, it's gone. Hello. Are you gonna roly pole? Hello. She's an autumn bear. Ginjey frolic in the leaves.